Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Christmas in October combined with Color Craze. And today's color inspiration is actually really stunning. I love the photograph in it and these like really icy blues. So it works well with Christmas layouts if you have blues in your stash and um, in your basically in your colors for Christmas, and I did, so it worked out well. So I pulled out some of these pink fresh papers and I am just cutting them up to include some of these little gifts in the two shades of blue that were on the color inspiration. And I'm going to go ahead and just fussy cut those out. And I'm going to remind you that there's a ton of people playing along over with Christmas in, and the links are all down below in my description box, and the link to MK's channel for Color Craze is down below as well, so that you can see how she used today's inspiration, her color inspiration, for her layout. Now, I don't know that she is combining hers or not. I actually can't remember if she was planning to do that, and I actually don't know if she does Christmas in, but I thought I would go ahead and combine them because it worked well for my layout. So anyway, I cut down my paper. It's just plain old white cardstock. It is actually from Close to My Heart. I am trying it out and seeing how I like it with some mixed media. So far it is working well. And I pulled out, this is Vibes. It is Shimmer's Vibes in Don't Rain on My Parade. But before that, I pulled out some paper glaze from Picket Fence Studio, and I am using that in Snowdrop White with this little tiny star stencil from Spellbinders. And I will put links down below to all of those products so that you can check that out if it's of interest to you. And I have these two photos of my niece's husband on Christmas Eve doing some assembly required for a little ride-on car that they got for their daughter. And so I thought that was perfect to go with the title, Oh What Fun, because oh, what fun is it to go ahead and have to do some assembly required late at night on Christmas Eve. So I thought that was kind of fun. Now I am adding some splatter. This is Dilutions, and it's their shimmer spray, and I believe it's called Balmy Night. And so I will go ahead and link that down below as well for you. I am using the same punch that I've been using throughout my Christmas layout. It is the X-Cut large scallop punch. And I'm using the offcut from the scallop. I'm not using the actual scalloped edge. I'm using the leftover. And I've been kind of like going back and forth in my album using both pieces because I think they both look great, and then I don't waste any paper. And I know it's just a little tiny piece of black, but it looks kind of cool, so I like it. And then I have this red paper that I'm going to go ahead and cut a strip off of. I'm building a shelf for those two photos and those Christmas gifts that I had fussy cut out. So I'm building a shelf for those all to reside on. And this layout ends up being very simple at the end. It didn't take a whole lot of time to put together, and I think it looks really nice. So I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. I have been doing so many Christmas layouts throughout the year this year that I'm not really sure how much more I have left to do. I might do a few more in December to finish up my album, but it is coming along nicely, and I do hope to do an album share at the end when everything is all put together so that you can kind of see what the finished outcome looks like. So stay tuned for that, but it probably won't be until the end of December because I will probably finish up the last of the layouts at that time. So I am kind of just playing around where I want some things, these gifts to reside. Now the photo that's on the left-hand side, there is like a big cardboard box in the bottom portion of the photo. So I don't mind that I'm covering it up, but the one on the right-hand side, I don't want to cover up completely because there's more to the photo than just a cardboard box. And so I am kind of leaving a little blank space there. I will tuck in it's like a corduroy heart, and I believe that it is from Cocoa Vanilla Studio. and I will tuck that in between the gifts, but it doesn't cover up a lot of the photo, so I'm just being mindful of that. Now, a couple of the gifts I am popping up onto foam tape, the one that is on the far right and the one that has the Christmas tree. Now, the Christmas tree piece actually did have, I think, a number 14 on it or something like that, so that you could use it like for an advent calendar or as part of um, your December daily or something like that. But I cut that piece off. The tree was kind of off to one side and the 14 was on the other side. So I just trimmed it off. And then I did ink them up with some black ink just to finish off the edges. And I'm really liking the way that that looks. And I've done it on several of my other pages. So I thought that was a good way to just keep continuity throughout the album. And I am using these, I think those are from Pink Fresh, and I'm not sure what they're called, but they've been in my stash or in this my kit that I've kitted up for quite some time, so I'm not even sure if they're available anymore, but they don't stick really well, so I do use my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to go ahead and adhere those down to make sure they stay. Now there's this gap above the photo on the right hand or left hand side, and so I kind of wanted to get rid of that gap, so I took this ticket, and it is actually from a roll of tickets, and I just trimmed it out because my photo was already stuck down with the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, which I'm using because I'm on top of mixed media. It just holds a little bit better than the ATG does. And so I couldn't really tuck that ticket down, so I just gutted it so that it would tuck down a little bit behind the photo. But there's a little bit of an rectangle cut out of it so that I didn't have to like pull my photo up or anything. So just make your embellishments work for you. If you have to trim them off to tuck them in because something else is already glued down, do it. Nobody's going to be pulling apart your layout to look at it later to go, oh my gosh, she left a piece out of this, or she gutted her paper or whatever. I am using some glue dots to adhere the little heart down, and I'm liking how that looks. That is one of the colors in the inspiration piece, was kind of like that light tannish color. And that is pretty much going to do it. I did add a few sequins off camera. You'll see those coming up here in just a moment. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. I thank you for your time and thank you for choosing my channel today. And I hope to see you guys again on Friday for another fun video. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.